All right, guys. So I just wrapped up this 2025 GMC Denali HD. This is the ultimate version. Did the 5-inch BDS lift, Fox 2.0 shocks. It's also got the Fox steering stabilizer. Did the 22 factory wheels, or kept the 22-inch factory wheels, and then wrapped those in a 38x15.50 Toyos MT. As you can see, little killer on it. Let's see how much they stick out. Now we do have 1.5-inch spacers to keep the tires away from the steering knuckle. I'll get you in there to see that. As you can see there, you got about 3/4 of an inch of clearance. You could always go with a bigger spacer if you wanted to, but the bigger the spacer, the more it will decrease your tire clearance. And as this is, we did still have to do the Kellerman mud flap delete, trim some of the inner plastic, through here, or the belt liner, I should say, and corner the bumper. Try to get that to focus. Trim some of this. And when we do any of this trimming, we always use a hot blade so that it leaves a nice clean edge. Looks like it's got some scuffs here that came in like that. Not sure the story behind all that. We also moved the bumper forward 3/4 of an inch for some additional tire clearance so that we don't have to trim as much. On these, you don't want to trim too much. While on this side, it's easy to just trim more. On the other side, you can only get so close to this plug before it starts to look funny. So, to say on some of our more aggressive setups, we will get closer to it, but I try to limit it to about right here, or it just starts to look funny. I've seen some where people try to cut around it. It's nonsense, and that just kind of looks horrible. Give you a full side view of it. Now on this particular one, it's set to the fender gap is 1/2 inch more in the front, with a level on the frame and the bed. It is still just a hair high in the rear based off the level. But again, based off the fender gap, got 1/2 inch more in the front, so everything appears to have a level look to it. And we have adequate tire clearance as well. Now, I mentioned in the past, it's advertised as a 5-inch kit, but it's really closer to 6 inches, just so you're aware. Still got good axle angles. BDS's full skid plate system to protect the front differential. As you can see here, they're going to give you new greasable sway bar links. Name at your BDS non-torsion drop bracket. That's just going to keep your torsion bars up above the frame rail. Gives you a nice cleaner look, somewhat ground clearance. Like I said, the Fox 2.0 shocks on this one. Really nice looking truck. These 22s and 38x15.50s have a real nice look to them. And when you're looking at 38, especially 1550 stuff, you got to really pay attention to the load index and the ply on the tire. These are an E, so a 10-ply tire, but you want to watch for your pressure. Some of these that you build, or some of them that even we build, they have a lower ply I don't normally like putting those on 3/4 ton, but some customers are adamant about it, and we just go over the pros and cons of putting a lower tire and how it's going to reduce the capacity of the truck. But if you don't use the truck to pull or haul, you're probably okay. But still, I prefer to have at least a 10-ply tire on there. But they don't make as many 1550, 38s, or 40s. So you got to kind of pick and choose your tires if you're wanting to stay with the 10-ply tire. And there's none that are 12-ply that I'm aware of. And then Toyo lineups, which are the tires that we typically try to stay with because they normally have a lot better ride quality. So in the rear, you're going to have your, I believe it's a 4.5-inch block on this setup. And then you've got your Fox 2.0 shocks. Your bump stops are made into the block itself, or your bump stop extensions are made into the block. You have your brake line relocation brackets there. It's a really, really nice looking truck. That white on black with the 22s and the fat tires on it. On this one, we noticed, I haven't seen this one in the past, but if we flex just right with the truck, it will come into contact on the back mud flap. So we're going to eventually do a mud flap delete on this. I just don't have any in stock right now. We don't normally delete the rear, but this is something you may want to watch for. Now the BDS block does shift the rear axle forward ever so slightly, and that may be part of it, which that's common with lift blocks anyways. But still something to watch for. That's only when you have the suspension where it's flexing harder on one side and it can come into contact with it briefly. So we're just going to do a delete cap on that. Just a smooth cap, not like on the Colorman caps where they're trimmed back at an angle or nothing like that. Just a smooth cap to gain that clearance. You want more look from the front. It's just got that real aggressive stance to it. See the BDS logo or billet logo on the front skid plate. All right, guys. That is going to be it on this one. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, stay tuned for more.